To prepare our sphinx model so that it can be 3D printed, we need to use a slicing program. So open Bambu Studio, click Prepare, click the Add icon, and select the file you downloaded from Tinkercad, and click Open. If we look at this model, we'll see that there are lots of unsupported overhanging areas. So we need to add supports. We'll click Support, and we'll select Enable Support, and we'll change the support type from Normal Auto to Tree Auto. Next, we'll click the Preview tab. We can hide the color scheme by clicking the double arrow at the top, and we can zoom in and look at our supports. Now, all of these should break off fairly easily after the print is finished. We will need to be especially careful in the tail section, though. You can see how thin it is, and then the supports are below, so we'll want to make sure that we hold on to this section of the tail and very carefully remove those supports from the tip of the tail. Looking at this model more closely, I notice that the feet have supports. And if I look from the bottom, you can see that the bottoms of the feet are not flat. That's why they have those supports there. Now, this print may be okay as it is, but we're taking an unnecessary risk that it may come loose from the print bed because it's barely connecting here. So what I'm going to do is go back to Prepare, look at the model from an angle, and from the top, I'm going to click the Cut icon. And if I zoom out, I'm using 2 fingers on the touchpad of my laptop computer. I'm going to click on the cut plane and just drag it down so that just the bottoms of the feet are selected. And if you scroll from the bottom, you can see the magenta color. That's the part that will be cut off. And if you zoom in, you can see that it's not flat. So we want to cut that so the bottoms of the feet are nice and flat. We don't need to keep the bottoms of the feet. Object B, color-coded as magenta. So I'm going to uncheck that box. We do want to keep the teal object, the lion, the sphinx. So we'll make sure that that is selected. Keep orientation is fine. Place on cut, that's good. So we'll click Perform Cut. And now if we look at the bottom, we can see that the feet are nice and flat. Once again, I'll click Preview. And if I look at the model, you can see now that there are no longer those supports in the bottoms of the feet. So it's nice and flat on the print surface. Click File, Export, Export Plate Sliced File, or you see the keyboard shortcut is Command G, so I can simply, on my keyboard, type Command G, and that will bring up the Save dialog box. Make sure you select your SD card. To the file name, I'm going to add the print time, 2 hours, 22 minutes in this case, and then click Save, and click Use 3MF. I'll double check my SD card to make sure that the 3MF file is there. Now I'll eject the SD card, insert the SD card into my printer, load filament, and start the print.